I'm talking Cameron Diaz today. And we got a mix of good stuff and the bad stuff.
Who's on a mission to change the way you think about aging. Cameron Diaz, come on out here. The longevity book, as everything you do.
Beef, preferably 90% lean, 2 eggs.
The 5 pillars of well-being is good nutrition, physical activity, good sleep, stress relief, and loving, connected, meaningful relationships.
Did you notice how she emphasized that last one? That's the only one I don't agree with, unless you count relationship with yourself. That's the only meaningful one. That's the only real one.
How was girth?
Average-ish. So what'd you tell him? What do you mean?
What do we always tell them, no matter what?
Your penis is thick.
Loving, connected, meaningful relationships.
Other people are just going to take away from your health. I practice the first 4, and I'm doing great.
What is the main message you want women to take about longevity?
Well, we are aging. We're all aging. There's nothing that we can do about it. Aging, for me, is living.
A few videos back, I brought up longevity by saying that I don't age, or I age very slowly. And a few people commented. I've always thought differently than the mainstream way of thinking. And when I was young, with the help of these books, I developed the attitude that I do not believe in aging. And sure enough, I haven't aged like other people have. The way our society talks about aging is if it's some inevitable degrading of the body. But just as the two of them are about to talk about, the cells do regenerate, and lifestyle plays an important part in how well they regenerate.
It's all about ourselves, right?
But as we grow older, this normal process where our cells divide starts to slow down. And that's fundamentally what aging is about.
Now right there, it seems like they were disagreeing. To me it does. Dr. Az... I'm thinking of Axe or Oz. He's got that mainstream way of thinking. It's typical of doctors. While Cameron Diaz, I assume because she used to be a vegan, she's read the right stuff, and she sees aging just as something that naturally happens. But humans aren't living naturally these days, which is why I started living naturally.
So it's our genes, which we're born with, we get from our parents, our environment, and then as we get older, our choices.
Explain what Cameron Diaz actually eats throughout the day to keep her heart healthy.
I love all of these. Anything green, anything colorful. I love a nice, colorful palette of vegetables.
Now, fruits versus vegetables is a question a lot of our viewers ask. Obviously, fruits are good for you, too.
Yes.
How do you match them up in your own life?
I love fruits.
So basically, this new book sounds pretty good. There's a lot of good advice. A little basic, but we need the basics, too. And I know she has a long history of being into health, so I assume that she really knows her stuff.
I love lean meats. It's, I always, fish is a really great way to start off your day.
Cameron Diaz, you ignorant slut. Not only is meat not healthy, but breakfast is the worst time to be eating that heavy shit.
Start your day off for breakfast.
Yeah, I eat fish for breakfast.
You're very open about your age. Can I share it?
Sure.
She's 43 years old. Looks beautiful at 43.
Ooh, yeah, a lot of people think that's good. And sure, she looks good on TV, with the great lighting, the makeup. Well, I've got one cheap light from Home Depot, and I don't wear makeup. But by looking at these pictures there, you can see that she's not actually aging well. I'm about 5 years older than she is, and I don't have that sagging, just a little bit under the right lighting. So I'd say I've aged even better than she has. And she's written 2 books on it. Well, I do have a book that I just put out. Down below you can get a link to a sample of the book first 14 pages. You can see how good it is. So why hasn't she aged as well as I have? And now to demonstrate one of Cameron Diaz's recipes, I found a couple of basic bitches. Yes, right here on YouTube.
Because protein contains the ingredients that allow my body to build and repair.
Protein nourishes my physical self.
Protein is the source of my strength.
Hi everyone! Today we are making a recipe inspired by Cameron Diaz's new book,
Eating the Best Things for Your Body.
Today we're going to be making a frittata.
You're gonna need 1 whole medium onion,
Okay.
4 ounces of ground grass-fed beef, preferably 90%
Protein
lean,
and fat.
2 eggs,
Fat.
1/4 to 1/2 cup of egg whites,
More protein.
5 to 7 chopped sun-dried tomatoes,
No
a
cal.
half a can of black olives diced,
No cal.
1 cup of artichokes,
No cal.
1 to 2 teaspoons of oregano,
No cal.
1 to 2 teaspoons of garlic,
No
1
cal.
to 2 teaspoons of ground black pepper,
No cal.
and parsley and or basil to top it all off.
No cal to top it all off, which means this is all protein and fat, which also means there's no carbohydrates in this meal. Now she does eat carbs. This is getting all of its calories from animals, being suggested as healthy.
We don't have any dairy. Yeah, there's no cheese, there's no perversion in this.
Well, that shows the intellect of Cameron Diaz fans. Eggs are dairy. And yes, all this stuff is perverted before it even gets to the store. My viewers don't like when I show the footage, but everything that goes on in factory farms is perversion. And it's as grotesque as the worst things humans do to each other during wars.
Protein is the source of my strength.
First, you need to shut the fuck up. Second, you need to carb the fuck up. Protein does not directly give you energy. As a matter of fact, a lot of runners eat a high-carb diet. And some of the fastest runners in history are vegan and even fruitarian. Here's Cameron looking a little tired. I think she needs to carve the fuck up. Third, I have never heard a more simplistic, manipulative fourth truth in my life.
The source of my strength.
By coupling that together with a meat recipe, these adults are suggesting that you need to get protein from animals. You do not. And trying to get your energy from other animals' energy is not only very difficult, it's unethical. Get your energy from the easiest source: carbohydrates, plants, and especially fruit.
Have breakfast in bed with Cameron Diaz, myself, and Gigi.
Ooh, who doesn't want that?
That's hot.
I can see how inspired they are by Cameron, because they're trying to act as slutty as she is.
Got a handsome
So hungry.
I think it's done.
I think she needs to carve the fuck up. So, Cameron, I think you should stick with beauty tips and going back to just being a slut. So put on something skimpy, because you know that's what my viewers really want to see. Now keep in mind, we're talking about an actress here who has natural good looks, born with them, and she even mentioned that. I wasn't born with that, but for the last 22 years, I've eaten no meat, I've eaten high carb and low fat, I've eaten kind of clean, but not as clean as her, if you don't consider all those shit, pink slime and pus that's in the meat. I've eaten plenty of refined foods, and it hasn't hurt me. Matter of fact, I'll be revealing another food that I sometimes still eat. That's coming in my next video. So subscribe, and then right next to that subscribe button is that little circle thing where you can be notified when I make the video. You don't want to miss anything. And now the final word. She's written 2 books, but I think you should only write a book if you've read a lot of books. And if she had read a lot of books, especially as a vegan, she would know the stuff that I was talking about. But it seems like she didn't. And maybe that's why she's not a vegan anymore. So study the fuck up.